Asajj Ventress' return to Star Wars has thrown Omega's future up in the air, with fans now wondering more than ever which direction her story's going in.
You're saying I'm a Jedi?
Well, buckle up, you Nerf herders. This season's been a hyperspace ride for the twists, turns, and shocking reveals, some of which lead us down paths that some fans won't be too happy with.
Which would mean leaving you behind.
It's time to talk Asajj, Omega, and the future, but before we do that, remember to like today's video if you enjoy it, and of course subscribe to the channel if you want to catch more. Now let's begin with the bombshell that's got everyone talking: the return of the galaxy's most notorious former Sith apprentice, Asajj Ventress.
Metro, where are you going?
And the growing buzz around Omega's potential connection to the Force. That's right folks, the plot thickens faster than a Sarlacc's digestion. Remember how Season 2 left us hanging with Omega in the clutches of the Empire? Well, Season 3 hit the ground running, dropping the bomb that Omega's abduction was tied to none other than Emperor Palpatine's Project Necromancer. Talk about a name that screams I'm up to no good. The Empire's been busy playing mad scientists with the clone troopers, tweaking their M counts like they're tuning a pod racer, and Omega, her blood work lit up the lab like a lightsaber, hinting she might be the first successful case of M-count enhancement. Does this mean Omega's got the Force? She's been showing off some classic Force moves, so signs are pointing to yes. But here's the kicker: in Episode 9, the Harbinger, Ventress comes back from the shadows to put Omega's Force abilities to the test. Despite her claims of finding zilch, we're not buying it. Something's fishy, and it's not Mon Calamari. With Ventress playing her cards close to her chest and Omega's destiny up in the air, we've got a sneaky suspicion that the key to their future lies buried in Omega's past with the Bad Batch. From the get-go, Omega's been rocking an energy bow with a purple glow that screams Mystique. Found on Ord Mantell, this isn't just your average weapon folks. Cast your mind to where you might have seen this before. Oh, that's right, the Night Sisters of Dathomir, those force-wielding witches with a flair for the dramatic, used something eerily similar. And not just any Night Sisters, but actually the elite hunters who'd give Boba Fett a run for his credits. But here's where it gets wild. Omega's bow might not be a direct Dathomir hand-me-down, but the similarity's a little too close for comfort. And with Omega's Force potential lighting up like a lightsaber at a Jedi convention, and her new ties to Asajj Ventress, things are certainly heating up. Speaking of Ventress, let's talk about her comeback for a moment in The Harbinger. After a decade away from our screens, she's ditched the red sabers of her Sith days for a yellow blade. What's up with that in the Star Wars universe? Yellow's as enigmatic as a Bothan spy, but one thing's for sure, Ventress isn't playing for Team Sith anymore. In a galaxy-shaking reveal, Ventress spills the beans on what M-count really stands for to the Bad Batch, midichlorian count folks, indicating to them that Omega might not just be your usual clone, or even defective like them, but that she might have the potential to tap into the Force, and Ventress is the key to unlocking that power. Ventress's exit left us with a cliffhanger that's got us all on the edge of our seats. She hints that Omega's training is far from over, and there's a chance she'll be the one to take Omega under her wing. This echoes the heart-wrenching departure of Grogu from Din Djarin in The Mandalorian to train with Luke Skywalker. Talk about emotional parallels. Now, let's connect some of these dots. Omega and Grogu aren't just similar, they're two pieces of a grand puzzle in the Emperor's sinister plan to defy death itself. Grogu's a natural midichlorian fountain, while Omega's a one-of-a-kind clone with the juice to keep those midichlorians flowing. Both are key to the Empire's dark ambitions of crafting Force-sensitive clones, paving the way for Palpatine's ultimate scheme, transferring his consciousness and achieving immortality. In the latest chapters of The Bad Batch, we've seen a tale as old as time unfold, with the innocence of characters like Grogu and Omega being the pawns in Palpatine's dark game of chess. It's a narrative that resonates with the mythological motifs that Lucas cherished, where history doesn't just repeat, it rhymes. Now let's zoom in on Omega's journey for a moment. She's the beacon of hope, the optimist in a galaxy that's often anything but then there's Asajj Ventress, a once feared assassin turned reluctant mentor. Their bond? It's the stuff of legends. Omega's resilience in the face of tyranny and Ventress's hardened wisdom create a dynamic that's as compelling as it is heartwarming. But don't let the warm fuzzies fool you. This duo's dance is set against the backdrop of an empire that's anything but benevolent, and a Sith Lord whose thirst for immortality knows no bounds. It's a stark reminder that in the Star Wars universe, the battle between light and dark is eternal, and even the purest of hearts are not immune to its call. In the episode The Harbinger, we caught a glimpse of a future that's as tantalizing as a double-bladed lightsaber. Picture this for a moment. Asajj Ventress, the enigmatic force of nature, taking Omega under her wings. It's like poetry in motion, mirroring the mentorship we've seen all through Star Wars and more recently with Ahsoka and Sabine in the Ahsoka show. The epitome of balance no longer claims the Jedi mantle, and now Ventress might be following suit, trading in her dark past for a shot at guiding a pure soul like Omega. The parallels are striking. Omega with her energy bow, a callback to the Night Sister's own weapons, might just be the key to unlocking her destiny. Ventress, feeling that unmistakable connection, could be the one to lead Omega down the path of the Force. It's a bond that's deeper than the Sarlacc pit, hinting at a future where Omega becomes the apprentice to Ventress, who would likely play the role of a reluctant master. Now, will Ventress become the mentor Omega needs? Could this be the path she takes after a potential fall of Clone Force 99? It's all up in the air, and I want to hear your thoughts and theories, so blast off in the comments section and let the discussions begin. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Bad Batch, smash that like button like it's a Death Star. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos because there's plenty more on the way. I'll catch you in the next one, but until then, remember the Force will be with you always.